Oh, hi there. It is Thursday, and I am going to be playing some Shogi Wars, some 10-minute Thursday, which is the first time I've done this in a while. Usually it's been Shogi Club 24 or 81 Dojo or lately some Tsume, but I'm going to play some Shogi Wars. And I realize as I'm talking here that I did not put on the heart rate monitor. So I am going to quickly put up the be right back sign, put on the heart rate monitor, and then begin here. Let me get the app up and running. All right, I will be right back. Sorry about this. And there we go. Sorry again about that. Just, did all my titles, did the description, got the thumbnail for YouTube, forgot to actually put on the heart rate monitor. So, oh boy. Okay, so let's get started. Better late than never. No, not better late than never. I don't know what the saying I'm looking for is. It's not better late than never. It's not early bird gets... I don't know what saying I'm looking for. Trying to say is might as well start. No time like the present. Ooh, okay. 10 minutes. And got my scene. And let's do it. Green tea. Ito and green tea. The traditional drink of shogi players everywhere. Looking for sponsors. Tudan, White Pepper, Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Hey Fordune, good to see you. Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, so we are here. Let's start getting our pawn up. Maybe he gets his gold? Nope. So he drops the silver. I mean, I don't know. I think silver drop is looking okay here. Obviously, it's not my move. I think if it was my move right now, I think I would push this pawn. I think. Ah! Wow. Let's attack here. Wow. 1, take. So push, take. Pawn drop. Or do I promote here? Drops a pawn. I come up. He drops a pawn. He drops a silver. I don't like this silver. I don't like this promotion here. I definitely don't like it. I don't hate it, though. 740. Yeah, I think I should have just retained. I think I should have retained the silver so I can come back and threaten here. But then again, I can also drop a pawn here. They have a pawn. We have 4 pawns. Ooh. Should I jump my knight? If he drops... If he... Let's do this. Let's do this. Maybe I should have blocked rather than going on the offensive, but I'm gonna switch my rook over. Yeah. Shoot. Yeah. Oh boy. Where's my threat now? Where's my threat? How do I drop this bishop? Interesting. Okay. Uh... Wow. What's the threat there? Okay, so well this is something. This is something. He only has silvers. Now he has a gold. Ooh. Wow.
$5.
Should I promote here? $4.11. Silver, he runs. I come over here. Or should I do this? I do this, he comes over there. I drop a silver. If he drops a gold, he sort of blocks himself in. Do I have anything here? I have 306, so I've got 3 minutes. Wow.
3分。
So if he drops a gold, I just take, and I redrop. Ooh! Wow, wait, no, that's mate. Oh, no, it's not mate. Wow. Hey, Rico. Nice to see you. Bishop can't take because pawn drop is mate. So if he drops the gold... Hey, Mithrandir, nice to see you. Emperor Rex, good day. Unti Kong, hello, hello. If the bishop takes pawn drop, knight is forced to take, and then dragon. Yloigh, good to see you. Killer Ducky, great to see you too. Koshiro, hello. Excellent to see you. I'm in the middle of throwing a game. I'm in the middle of throwing a game. Wow. Well, no, that's mate. Takes.
2分30秒
Takes. Drop the silver. Knight takes. Silver takes. Or silver takes. Yeah. Right? Bishop takes, silver drop, knight takes, silver takes. Bishop is...
この調子でどんどん行きましょう
Okay, a decent start. A decent start.
Win.
Fortune subscribed to tier 1. 4 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Boy, I need to win more often. I need to win more often. if it's going to trigger the sub, thank you. Also, what I like about that is I am betting that there was some thought in your mind there about delaying until after the game. So I appreciate the consideration and the thought. I'm just guessing that there was some thought there. And just, any thought, like they say, the thought is what counts. The Tsume training showing results. Was that good? I mean, was that right? So it's the waiting is the hardest part. So here, I get the fork. I tried to set up. I figured that this would be valuable here. So it was sort of a chase. It was sort of a check and chase, but it was also forcing the king. Like it was a push more than a chase. He went, I took. And my debate was, my debate was here or here. So I wasn't sure how I was going to finish it off. So if I drop here, king runs down, I promote. King has to run. And I wasn't sure if this would be enough. Like, my only thought was maybe I'd be able to come up here after. Shogi players are like college-level textbooks. They say checkmate when it's actually still full move. Oh, yeah. And the rest is an exercise to the reader. I get, well, what should you say? What should you say? I guess, I think this has been something that I've said for a long time now. I've noticed is that I'll say, and then it's mate. It doesn't necessarily mean it's mate on the next move. It just means I have mate in X. It is there. But I wonder, like, is there a better word for that? Would I say then I have tsume? The problem is tsume is such a hard word to pronounce. Tsume has that TS, and it's... And I always feel like I'm mispronouncing the word tsume. Tsumero. We have lethal. Is that the Hearthstone? I haven't watched Hearthstone in a long time with Amaz. I remember Amaz. I didn't really watch Amaz much, but I do remember. Wait, Tsumero? Is stress on the O? Really? Wait, is that wait, are you joking or is that true? Tsumero. Okay. I think my mind, I assume I'm just parroting the pronunciation of what I've heard on shogi videos, but maybe not. Maybe I'm not even hearing what they're saying because my mind has already sort of made up the pronunciation. Okay, thank you. It can't say Yagura without thinking that's not how to say that. Or you can't say. Wait, so how is Yagura? Yagura? So, side note, I was listening to a video today sort of about the decline, not decline, but the impact of Dead or Alive on sort of the economy of fighting games in some way. Anyway, so I was watching this, and the author was speaking very highly, of course, about Itagaki-san, and it feels like a very well researched 20-30 minute sort of one of those sort of almost documentary-ish YouTube videos, and he's going on, but every time he says Itagaki, he says and to a point where I thought I was mishearing, and I thought maybe there's a meme, but then I thought no, they wouldn't use a meme for someone who's dead. That would be in real bad taste. But he kept saying Itadaki. And I'm thinking, there's no way this person who's done all this research and is speaking so highly of this legendary developer doesn't know that it's Itagaki. But like, is there a pronunciation that I'm missing there? Or is there something that anyone knows that I'm missing there? That it's even though it's spelled out in English, Itagaki, it's actually pronounced Itadaki? Because I've never heard anyone say Itadaki. But the person was saying it so often, and otherwise the person sounded so. But then again, I watched another of their videos the previous day, and they did they made a Simpsons blunder. They're like, at a sale price of $59.99 times 1 million sales, that equals $60 million. And it's like, that isn't how it works. That isn't how software sales and development works. But the person sounded so, and he does like financial videos about these fighting games and stuff. He might be confused with Itadakimasu. Surgebringer, did I say hello? If not, I apologize. Hello. Good to see you. Um, all right, all right. So in the end, does this? So I did drop here, but because I feel like I would have allowed the opponent to get away. And then like I don't even know what move I would do here. Or like is this an option? So yeah. Itadakimasu is like let's eat, right? Itadakimasu. Yeah. So I'm going to spend a token. I'm going to spend a token here in a weird spot.
任せろ。
6二飛車
Okay.
先手小生です
Okay. I'm going to guess my way is still okay. Ah, そうですね. Okay. Okay. So that's what I need to be thinking about. That is Oh, it's Hishi. Set up the Hishi. Set up the Hishi. Okay. That's a good lesson. That's a very good lesson. I was trying to set it up with my pieces rather than the classic shut off the escape routes, rather with the more classic drop. Yeah, I was saving my silver as a dropping piece for mate. And this sets up the edge. Yeah, the pawn push. Yeah, so let me clear this out here. Oops. And so there's nothing the opponent can do here. This is Hishi, right? Or then I would do this. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's clean. That's very clean. Very clean. Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. I'm out of tea, so sorry for starting for taking a break so quickly. But I'm gonna quickly get some more tea here because it is cold today. It's cold today. I've got the heater on. I'm holding the heater little remote thing, but I'll be right back. All right, back. Sorry about that. And in the meantime, I got a page, or a page. It's the 90s. I got a page. I got a message from the contractor guy. All right, let's do this. Oh, I left my tea bag in. Oh, I'm in shambles right now. I'm in shambles.
あなたが先手です
Oh gosh, they've beaten me before.
対局
Matsumoto,
開始
yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
嬉野流
All right. Oh, is this is not the duck guy? No. Okay, it is. Yeah, so I enjoy these. I think I enjoy these positions. Wow. So this is not the person who I pushed the silver up on, and it was a okay, yeah. Yeah, so he's clearly seen this before. He's clearly seen all this before. And now I don't remember what I want to do here. Do push. No, the silver comes up. Silver comes up. Yeah. So desu ne. Shogi's a game about capturing the rooks, but this is not one of those times. Push, take. He drops a pawn, I take, bishop takes. Bishop takes, pawn takes.
7分
Thinking about dropping the knight. Okay. I think in old days I would do this. I would just drop that. Huh. Interesting. I don't want to give up this, I don't want to give up this knight that's going to be so good. This bishop will also be... Whoa!
$5 分
He has one pawn. So let's stay defensive. Let's stay defensive. Should I bring my bishop in? $4.14. Wow. That's good. Nice. So should I back out, I guess? I drop the gold? No. I could take. No, I take. He just takes.
$3分
Wow. Wow.
?2 分30秒。
Okay.
この調子
Arigatou
でどんどん行きましょう。
Win. Current streak is 2 wins.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Hey, Ronald, nice to see you. Some post-lunch shogi. Post-lunch is good. You got worried at some point. Was I throwing, or did I have a was I have no sense of who was up there. Arjuna Shogi, good to see you. Drop the gold instead of moving the token, you think? Where are we? Oh, I think you know. Not you know. I think I know which position you're talking about. Oh, I want to keep that token. Yeah. Well, yeah. I was gonna say if I do that, if I take with the pawn, then my horse is hanging. But no, it's this file. Yeah. That's nice. So it's that balance between making the vulgar move and trying to play light. So I was trying to play light by taking their pieces and using what I had, but I should have done that. Yeah, there's no response to that. Okay. Interesting. So you won all 3 of your games last night in Shogi Wars. Nice. Yeah, Untikong, that's what Koshiro was saying. I think maybe it's true. Maybe it's true. That pattern, I want to say that pattern came up last week on stream. I don't remember in a game. I think that pattern came in a game. I could have taken the silver on 2-5 with the horse. Oh, wait. Oh, no, so wait, the horse isn't there right now. So, so it would have been later. Wait, when? So I was, I don't know if I was talking about this. Like here. No, not here. Here. So I was debating taking it here. You know, with the idea that if they try to take it back, I get, you know, this fork. But what stopped me was what stopped me was something like this now, where you think it's better? You think it's better after gold drops 6-1? Okay, so let's look. Oh, here. Oh, after pawn drop 5-1. Interesting. Oh, so in my mind here, I'm thinking, don't retreat. Don't retreat once you begin the attack. Don't retreat. When you begin the attack, don't retreat. I'm just thinking over and over. But yeah. I think that seems. It seems good. I just dropped the teeth thing in here. So if we do that, oops, sorry for banging the table. If we do that, I think he pretty much has to take, right? Yeah, exactly. Horse 4-3 is retreating. So I didn't want to make that move. I was wanting to make this move. I was wanting to. It felt like to me he's either going to take the horse, which is my major attacking piece, and then I get this fork, which is probably great. But if he takes the rook, and what do I do? I take the silver, and then how do I get my attack back? So like if we do this, then what are they going to do here? Like drop a pawn or get the rook over, or get the rook over here, or something like this. Knight 7-6. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do need that. They do need to protect this square. So if they do something like this, what are we looking at now? Gosh, I don't know. If I was afraid that I was just going to get closed off. I was afraid that I was sort of going to get closed off with tempo. They only have a pawn, so I should have looked in their hand a little better because they only have one pawn. But like, if I do something like this, and they start making these threats, boy, I guess that's good enough. Well, is that good enough? Is it going to be worth sacrificing the rook? Like, am I going to live here? Am I living here? Because this is coming out. This is obviously a threat. And I don't like I don't think I can just drop this yet. Or maybe I can? Maybe I can? Yeah, I have 2 knights. So I probably... Is this Zume? Yeah, I guess that is. Or is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? Yeah, it is. It is, right? It has to be. It has to be. It has to be. Right? It has to be. uh Yeah, so this would be okay, so maybe it is. So maybe it is. Okay. All right, let's get another. Let's get another. Oops. Oh shoot. Okay, well I'm gonna have to. Oh, that's not. That's not. Okay, so let's look at that. Don't. Oh, the sniper. Oops. This I just brought up OBS. Let me quit this. Let me quit this so I don't mess up the layouts. Ah, that would have hurt. That would have hurt to look at that, to see that in the game. Yeah, so it was... Oh, shoot. It'll be forever to try to figure this. All right. So I'm now 1-1 against that player.
Anata ga gote desu.
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
対局開始。
Kyoko.
嬉野流。
Ureshino Ryu. Oh, Kyo is the name. The pause. I had an in-between move to drop the silver before taking the other silver. Oh. Because of the check. So I don't remember what this means. I know I've seen people do it, and it's giving me a bit of an alarm bell in my head. The ringy dingy. I need to be careful. Oh, hi, Atari. The door's open. Yeah, you can go get your food. So if he pushes this pawn, I think I still do this. Then he goes back. I drop the pawn, pushes. I take. Oh no, he would go back. I would take this pawn. Yeah, so he's got to if he pushes this pawn, I just do this. And I'd be able to take this pawn. Hey, Oregon Moniwan, nice to see you. Okay, so I've got to make this move now. Ah, yeah, we've seen this before. And now I don't remember what I do. I don't remember what I do. I don't remember what I do. I think I take with the lance. If I take with the gold, he drops the bishop. I get my rook over here. He drops the pawn. I come over. He promotes. He drops a pawn. I take with the gold. Okay, so he's oh boy. Oh, he can jump this. Yeah. Oh, that is an interesting approach. Oh boy. So he's gonna lose this knight, but he's gonna save. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa! I got out-gimmicked in my own gimmick opening. Goodness. Interesting. Wow. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to I mean, I'm not going to save this clearly. You know, I have a fork here. I have a fork. This pawn is blocking this fork. Amazing.
7分
Wow. 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 I got out-tacticked. I think. I mean, I still have plenty of pieces, but, you know, my king is in shambles. His is not moved either, but his is better. Goodness gracious. I just don't see anything to do. I'm trying to give myself a place to run. There's still no forks.
5分
So if I drop the silver here, it's just mate. If I drop the silver here, drop the silver here, rook takes, no. What a spot. Silver. Take. Screen locked. Is this player a YouTube or Twitch follower? No. Not that I know of. I don't see any good moves. I just don't know what to do. He can block off that side. Drop a knight? No. So let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah.
$3分
I think it's over. I think it's over. Boy. Is there anything here? I don't think so. I don't know what to even try. Yeah.
2分30秒
All right. I don't see anything to do. Yeah. All right. Well.
ドンマイです
Yeah. Good game. Good game.
Loss.
Let's see.
Current
Let's
streak is
see.
1 loss.
Oof. That's something. I got. Hey, Benjamin Shuitt, nice to see you. I got out trapped in my own trap opening. Okay, so he did not Kishin. It does not appear that he Kishined. 1, 2, 3, and this. So there's not 5 moves in a row. All right, so this is the first. I'm going to bring this one into Lee Shogi because this one needs, I think, a little bit more. Because this is a relatively common opening. Although, it's not. This is this sort of sideline opening. This is one of the sidelines of the sideline. So I wouldn't say it's common. But it's not. It has not never happened, and I think it's one of them that's very good for me. So I should not be throwing these kinds of advantages away. So here we go. Okay, so it is. They're both okay. Lance take is the preferred. Yeah, Lance take is preferred. And then what did they do? So, oh, they jumped the knight. So this little sort of gimmicky thing. Okay, I should have just done this. But then he can drop the bishop back. Is that not fine? Oh, and then I just drop a pawn. Forget that. Yeah. Darn it. You know, I'm trying. I think this is one of those times where you lose as you get better. You sometimes lose games that you might not have lost in the past. You know, because I would have been looking to drop that rook. I would have been looking to drop that rook in the past, and maybe I should have. Can you play Ibisha since opponent left Gold move. I don't think I play Ibisha here. I think this is a... I mean, you can, but I think this is a clear... This is going to be a clear this. Although here, I mean, here I need to drop. I need to drop this. I think that's just it. So this in this opening, this was a mistake. You know, this is the norm stuff, I guess. My opponent never. I think my opponent has never given me. I think the opponent has never made a bad move like this in this position. So I'm usually looking to get the Mukai Bisha. All right. All right. So I just lost it from there. Yeah. That sack was good. It was too good. All right. All right. Sometimes you just lose out of the opening, even in your own openings. That's a shame. Let's start again. Do, 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 do.
あなたが後手です。
Flying parrots. Hello.
対局
Thank
開
you.
始。
Good to see you. よろしくお願いします。
嬉野流。
What am I doing? I'm Gote. Yeah. Ah, son of a... Okay, so... Yeah. All right, so we're in bad state here. You know, where I don't quite know what I'm gonna do. And that's not right. So I don't have any badges. I don't have any badges here. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So this is, yeah, I still contend this is the hardest opening that I have to deal with. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just, wow. I don't know what I literally don't know what I'm doing. Drop a piece here. I'm just getting wrecked by you know, I think experience on this one. Let's see if I can just try to fight. Getting smashed, that's for sure. Do I take the bishop? Take the bishop, he takes the rook, I take the gold. Do I have mate? Oh gosh. Does he have mate if I give him a silver? No. I push the pawn? No. Is that mate? Takes. I don't think it's mate. I'm walled off, though. I am walled off. Ah, that's nice. So I come back up here. I add another defender. I think. Yeah. Drop the pawn. So if I do this, then the rook can come in. Well, no, he can't.
5分
Yeah, shoot, I should have came in first. $4.35. think. What can he do? What can he do? If I take with the king, he can take with this. He gets the one gap. So I have three pieces. Actually, he can't. Oh, he couldn't take. He couldn't take. Oh. Oh, he couldn't take because my bishop was defending. So I do this, then he does the silver. He drops the silver. All right. So I'm still defending. So if he does this, I take, he takes. Ah, yeah. Shit. Ah, son of a gun. Okay. I want to see.
3分
Okay. Yeah, good game. Good game.
次は頑張ろうね
Loss.
Good game.
Current streak is 2 losses.
All right. 2 wins against 2 Dons, 2 losses against Shodons. That's just the way it is. I do think I've lost it. I do think I've lost the ability to focus, but I'm going to play another. Gotta play at least 5.
あなたが先手です
Redon, Boron
対
Bor.
局開始
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
嬉野流
I do have a bit strong on, so, you know, it's understandable that I'm getting good players today. I mean, even when it's set to a bit weak, they're still good players. As far as I'm concerned, anyway. I don't know what that means. Wow. 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 What do I do? What do I do now? What do I do now? Exchange? Can't move this gold because the bishop drops. I don't think I can lose this gold yet. I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. I push this, he pushes here. Looking for areas to drop my bishop. I don't see any. Come over this edge. Who knows which side his king is going on, if it's going on a side. All right. We're all about those gimmicks, the gimmick life. Let's... What can I do? What can I do? How can I shuffle the pieces without doing anything? If I come over here, is there anywhere that the bishop can drop? I come up here. Yeah, the bishop can drop here. No, I don't want that, because I don't want the rook to be able to promote. So I come over here. But now the silver's sort of locked in place. Yeah. And now the bishop is here. And now, yeah, now the bishop has the promotion square. Now it has that. Maybe it would have had that anyway. It would have been a fork between the rook and the gold.
$7 分
I come back, the knight jumps. Is there any... So I come over... If I drop it here, he promotes. If I drop it here, he takes and promotes. And I've got a buried bishop. I can't shuffle. I cannot play shuffling shogi. I think that's one of the more frustrating things about the game. I just cannot play shuffling shogi. What do I have? What do I have? Bishop drop here.
$5 分
Pawn drop. Pawn drop. Bishop. Any ideas? Any ideas? I'm not seeing anything. Like bishop here. And that doesn't seem good. Bishop here. I don't know. Gosh, I'm a fool. I'm just a fool. Let's... Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I should have just moved the king. No, I couldn't. I couldn't. Yeah, let's resign.
こんな将棋を忘れちゃいましょう。
Ooh, tough. Tough
Loss.
player.
Current
Tough player.
streak is 3 losses.
No time spent and pretty solid. Silver 5-7. I still was... Yeah. Silver 5-7. Silver 5-7 would have gotten me to only lose the trade. Yeah. Yeah. I mean... Actually, that doesn't work, because takes. Doesn't work. I don't, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I'm looking at these. I'm looking at these drops here. That's giving up a clean bishop, though. That's just giving up a clean bishop. Oh, sorry. Thank you. So that gives up the bishop. Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to set up the pin after. Great game to my opponent. I don't know what to do there. I don't. That's just a strong player. Boy.
あなたが
Boy,
先
oh
手です。
boy.
対
よろ
局開始
しくお願いし。ます。
嬉野流。
Okay. Ah! Well, look at that mouse. Look at the mouse. Where is that cursor? I'm
こんな将棋を忘れち
moving
ゃい
on.
ましょう。
Moving on. I'm going to show you. It can defend with the silver while blocking the diagonal. So versus Migi-Gyoku, you want to try to find a way to drop a pawn on the knight's head. But the silver was defending the knight's head. Their silver was defending it. Hey, Nightwalker. So if we go back to that game, not this garbage. That's really... Shogi Wars, that's really SHITTY. That is really crappy. I blame Shogi Wars. It's like, you know, they don't give any visual indication of where the piece is. It's just here. Click somewhere. I'm not going to show you where you're clicking. I'm just going to say, I'm just going to click. I'm just going to let you click, and then I'm going to misinterpret your click as being in the wrong spot. It's nothing to do with the mouse. The cursor's location was in the right spot. And even if not, it has nothing to do with the mouse. They should show feedback on where you're going to drop the piece. So if so against Miki-Gyoku, like, I couldn't attack the Knight's Head because the silver was defending it, right? So here's what at some point I started. It's okay. So here is where I lost ideas. I had no ideas now. So I did, I pushed so that I can get my silver back potentially, and potentially attack the Knight's Head if this silver ever moved. But that silver never moved. I'm just shuffling shogi right now. Shuffling shogi, and then I ran out of ideas to shuffle. I tried to make the safest move that I possibly could to shuffle, and that was not it. And that was not it. Maybe there isn't. I need to make it move. I mean, yeah, I feel like I'm almost in Zugzwang here. Like, I feel like I can't move now. If I push this pawn, he pushes this pawn. If, I push this pawn, he takes. I don't think I'm going to take with the knight. I don't think I can move this silver. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. Undefend this knight. Like, I feel like I cannot make a plan right here. It feels like I have to wait until my plan can only be, I think, here to solidify my castle. Because I just don't see any other moves. Maybe instead of moving the gold, I should have come over here. But I think this pawn push still works. Pawn push. I bring my rook up. Takes, I take, and then he gets the fork. And yeah, so this gold move is actually, I think, better than the alternative of not moving the gold. Well, it's not the right way to think about it. Well, so what are the thoughts then? I guess that's the thing. Like, in a position like this where I don't see, I mean, it's one thing to say I have a plan, but like, the practical nature is I have to make a move. I have to make a move. So, I can plan against this pawn as much as I want, but like, I have to make a move. Like, it certainly was in my head. Obviously it's an extended knight, and I want to be able to attack the head of it, but I'm trying. This is a huge threat. I feel unless I missed a defensive resource there. Like, the defensive resource that I sort of think of is bringing this silver up, and I guess I am not giving up any. I guess I'm still, as long as I keep this gold here, I'm not giving up any bishop drops. I guess. But like, I need to live to be able to even think about doing something. It feels like to me. I can't drop bishops over here because the rook is already defending this back. So I'll stick this. I'll stick that position into the Kishin. and see what it has to say here.
Makaseru.
47銀
So bringing the silver
これ
up.
は互
Bringing
角
the
です
silver up. But the thing is, I think he can shuffle pieces. So that's a nice thing about his castle right now. Is that I think he can just shuffle pieces. Like he could just do this. I think he could just do this forever. Well, you say a bad plan is better than no plan. Well, I had that plan. So it's like, it's not that, all I'm saying is that a plan, like a far future plan is a plan, but there's still practical matters. Like I have to make a move to not lose the game. So like this was one of the few, attacking this pawn was one of the few ideas I even had. That was just sort of nullified by the silver. And obviously, it's the idea is to eventually move this, try to move this or do something else to overload it. But like, I'm just trying not to lose. I'm trying not to even. I'm hanging on. I'm hanging on because I have to make a move. I wonder if this is the only move. So he still has the Sente advantage, right, as Gote. But like, let's see what the engine. I would have gone the other direction. Okay, so that's interesting. I would have probably pulled back here. Now he moves the silver. But now I have no threat at that head at the moment. Push the pawn. So I don't think a human's gonna play like this, but maybe they will. Maybe there's 3 down, maybe. So if he takes, I mean, I'm clearly not taking. I'm clearly not taking here. Well, is it magic based? Magic based with the opening explorer? Yeah, magic based was talking about that. The problem with the Koyoshi, okay, where's he getting his game data from? That's the making an opening explorer is one thing. We sort of have that tech. It's just where it depends where we're getting the game. Where are we getting the games from? Definitely taking. Hold on. I mean, I'm not Ito. I am not Ito Ao here. The rook defends the bishop drop. So let's even do it even worse. Let's do coward castle. How am I possibly going to keep this thing alive? Like I've got this idea here. This would end that fork idea. Oh, yeah, a pro game opening explorer to me is useless. It's just unfortunate. Like I think a pro game explorer for me is useless. That's why I really want Lee Shogi to do one. That's why for the past couple of years I've really hoped that that's where the direction Lee Shogi would go in. Because Lee Shogi may not have many players, but it does have a bunch of games. It has games. Like I mean, Play Shogi has an opening explorer with some pro games. So like, I think the quality of an opening explorer is real. It's the utility of the opening explorer is the game database. So like for me, pro games, for me as a Nakabisha and now Urashino Ryu player, that opening explorer will have 0 to no value. That's why I thought Lee Shogi and Shogi Wars would be the most prime. Shogi Club 24 had one. Shogi Club 24 had an opening explorer. I shared it on the Discord a couple times. They actually have it with I can't remember the numbers, but like millions, right? Like millions of games. Which is still, maybe not enough, but it had that. You hope it wouldn't include anonymous players. Oh, I guess. Yeah, I wouldn't put too much. Like, I think there needs to be rating. Like Lichess is sort of, you can filter by master games, you can filter by Lichess rating as well. So you can do amateur games or amateur games by Lichess or by Lichess players. But seeing the absolutely awful openings are part of what we need to see. Like if players are regularly playing some terrible move against Nakabisha, for example, I think it's very useful to see that and to take advantage of potentially. Yeah, I wonder what Kume-san did with all that data. Like, that's a gold mine. Gold mine. Yeah, pawn drop 2-2. Oops. Oh wait, no. He dropped this. Wait, no. I pushed. They would drop. Yeah, this would be massive. Pawn 5-5 before the knight jump. So pawn 5-5 before the knight jump, but pawn 5-5, I thought pawn 5-5 would just be met by pawn 6-5. Oh, you mean in this position? Wait, you mean this position? Oh, the subway rook again would have gotten me. The subway rook again would have gotten me. So in this position, I get pushed back. So we're saying, I am saying that the opponent would likely take here. So you're saying we push this pawn? You do this type of pawn sack on the third file very often. But yeah, I do it very often because I don't do it on the fifth file very often. Maybe I think I should. So Tarifu instead of pawn 2-4. Tarifu instead of pawn 2-4. Sorry. Here? So, wait, should I even... I guess... Well, I guess if I did that, if I drop the bishop, he goes over here. I take, he takes, I redrop the gold. He goes back. I take, wait. So so let's, here's the situation. Oh, Tarifu on 5-4. Okay, so, and then assuming they take, we push, let's say they take, we drop. I don't know if this is going to be a move they do, but so we would Tarifu on 5-4. So we would do that even though we would. So that pawn with the fork is not good. So if we Tarifu on 5-4, there's a follow.
Video just followed.
Domitrix video. Greetings. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Hope you enjoy Shogi. He has to take 5. Wait. He has to take with the silver? This variation is maybe I should have gone into Lee Shogi, but we're too far deep. I probably will be playing another game. Yes, I think I will be. I will be. So where are we? Oh, this is the engine line. Sorry. So if we do this, so what's wrong with the pawn take? Oh, he has to take with the silver to avoid allowing the 5-4 Tarifu? Is that what you're saying? But now we have, maybe it's not that valuable, but now we have, this pin. Now so he does that. Now I have this. Yeah, so now that the silver is gone, we can push here. So I guess we would do that even before, you think? Like, is this? Yeah, I guess that is great. Okay. All right. So there are ideas there. I mean, yeah, that was my assumption that the human would take this pawn. That wasn't the engine line. The engine is saying that 3-0 today. Nice. I started out so strong. I started out 2-0 against 2-0 against two Dons, and now here we go. I'm 2-3, 2 losses against a Shodan and 1 loss against a 3 Dan. And I think mentally I might be cracked. But I'm going to take a quick little bio break and refill some of this. Actually, I don't need to refill that. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. And is this locked? Oh, no, it is changing. It is changing. The heart rate monitor. The night jump is thematic versus Yagura because it hits the silver. Their night jump, you mean? Yeah. Yeah, that's partly why I don't like playing Yagura. So I was thinking as I was away that I really need, like for tournaments or things like that, I need more. I've been saying that I need that stamina. And it's always surprising me that I don't have the stamina because I play so much on stream. But I think it's not stamina. I think after those first two games, I was very satisfied with myself. And I was very satisfied. And I think this last player was really good. So, I mean, that has, I'm not making like an excuse, and I'm not saying I should have won. But I think I was just very satisfied. You know, it's not every day that I win 2 games in a row against a 2-dan. So I need to nip that in the bud. I don't know if it's necessarily exhaustion. But 10-minute games, you're right. 10-minute games are quite mentally exhausting, tiring. But yeah, I don't know. More mindset stuff. Who knows? I don't have a podcast topic for this coming week, so we'll see what the deal is there too. Oh, my night jump. Oh, but they weren't in Yagura.
あなたが先手です。
浩平、
対局開始。
よろしくお願いします。
嬉野流。
It's coffee is kohi. It's not kohei, right? So that's not coffee one. All right. We're getting Soda Bisha. All right, we got the Coward Castle. So what does this mean for me? I think this means I bring up my silvers and I get my central rook going. I get my bishop back. So maybe this means I shouldn't... Maybe I should delay... I think Koshiro delays the bishop a little often after moving the silver. So maybe I should delay that a little more, save myself a move in case someone does go into Coward Castle. I could retain that diagonal and then get my rook over. Fair enough. So we've seen this before. It's not as big of an advantage as I might expect. Oh, you idiot. You idiot. You idiot. You freaking idiot I am. God. God, I'm so stupid. I took my time and then immediately see it as soon as I make the move. Alright, it's not over. I don't think it's over. I don't think it's over. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Promotes here? No. Can't take easily because I take with the rook, but then he so if he takes and I take with the rook, he drops the silver. He drops the silver and then I come back. They just drop the gold here. If he drops the gold, I take. That's a lot to get. I think I'm fried. I think I'm fried. So I think I needed a calm, easy game to get in here. I feel like I'm getting a bit beaten up right now, but I'm going to keep fighting because I'm not sure. Just not sure. Oh! We take those. Let me... One frame win.
Current streak is
I'll track it. I'll track it before they take it away from me. I'll track it before they take it away from me. Oh! So we don't need to even analyze that game because it was a clear win for me. I was never in trouble. I was never in trouble. Ooh, look at that GG. Look at that GG. I like that. Oh, that's what is that? That GGWP. That's Better Twitch TV. Ooh, I like that one. I like that one. I can't believe no one has ever done that. Maybe I've never played a good game before. maybe that's the key. The Twitch account of Ronald. Do you have Better Twitch TV installed? Or BTTV? I don't know if it actually stands for Better Twitch TV. Pachi. Yeah, that's what I use again on Urashino Sensei's stream. You know, one of the things, well, in your chat, Ronald, in your chat, do you see a GG image? Or do you see it just say GGWP? So like here is, I'll show this. Here's what it will look like. This is basically what. What just happened? Is this not? I just lost it. There it goes. Has the letters, but not the GG. Okay, yeah. So here at the top is what you see if you install that Twitch plug or that plugin. It's like a Chrome extension or whatever. I assume there are extensions for the other browsers. So that lets you see some of these other ones as well. Like the frog with the sunglasses. Yes, exactly. 7TV is good too. I wonder what I actually have installed. Let me see. What extensions? I might just have, like, I used to have Franker's face or Franker Z face or whatever that is. But it seems like that one is gone kind of stale. I don't know if that's true. That's from a Smash player, Dan Salvato. He's a Link Smash Brothers Melee player and speedrunner and that kind of thing. He's also a developer. He also made and sold one of them I bought, like a memory card with the Melee. I can't even remember what that mod is. What that Melee mod is that lets you unlock all the characters, do training mode stuff, show hitboxes. The Melee community, I mean, even a decade ago was doing amazing stuff. Yeah, so I just have BTTV. I don't have 7TV installed. I'll have to look at that one. Is 7TV a different set of emoji? Or not emoji, or is it a redundant extension? So I want to take this. I've still got this pinwheel up here. Close that. Sorry, I'm doing window management here, and I'm failing at window management. Failing hard at window management. Gosh, I'm so, like, you can't even see how incompetent I am right now. I'm some of these OBS windows I just keep opening up, trying to change my scene. So here's this. Here we go. And now I have to. I'll just switch it to Shogi. I'll just switch it to the Shogi scene as I get this. What does the bug mean? TransportPKMN, rest in peace, would know what this is. I miss Transport. I'm gonna run the server side on this one. Muki Ryoku. Very weak play. Muki Ryoku. Yeah, the Foradoon's avatars, you don't need an extension to see. I don't know, if there's some reason that reminded me of an old Sherlock Holmes black and white series, and the advertisement was, you don't need a lot of clues to know who these two are, and it was Basil Rathbone and any Sherlock Holmes fans. I'll stop talking. I'll stop talking if there are no Sherlock Holmes fans. Maybe we need a podcast episode of who is the best Sherlock Holmes. Is it Basil? And there are only two options. There are only two options: Jeremy Brett and Basil Rathbone. There are only two options. I can't remember the guy in the old black and white ones before Basil Rathbone. We have a DVD set of his. Data, yeah. Oh, the cockroach means they rage quit. Okay. Yeah, Data was a good is a very good one. So like I said last week, my daughter was in town for the 2 weeks, the Christmas and New Year and holiday, and so we watched a lot of Next Generation. I think we watched season 4 through the end, except for the last 2 episodes. Boy, those. So we have been a DS9 family for the past 10 to 12 years. We started starting young. I have some of the earliest videos that I have of my kids, like taking home video with tape. They were tapes to do home video. I had this Panasonic home video recorder, and one of the earliest videos we have is you see the kids. My son is there. He's got his pacifier. He's standing. He's in his diaper. He's standing there. His pacifier. He's just looking up, and my daughter is next to him. They're just kind of looking up, and you hear it in the background, Worf, like, Captain, they have adapted, or something like that. And it's from a very young age. My kids have been watching Star Trek and TNG, and then we got into DS9. And we got into DS9 probably 13, 14 years ago. And we've watched it a few times. We've also rewatched TNG in that time. But like every time we watch DS9, we all love it even more. That is the series that just keeps getting better. So it's been a good 2 to 3 years at least since we've watched TNG, and boy, they were so good. It was even better than I remembered it, and I had already had super loving memories of TNG, and it's a high respect. So it was fantastic. So we've watched the original series. It's of its time. I think we enjoyed it. We watched that probably 11 years ago, if my mental math is right. We watched the original series like 11 years ago. We watched through it. I don't know how many episodes. There are like, let's say there are 30 episodes in the entire series. I don't know if there are more or less, but let's say there are 30. There were only like 3 topics. Like, they were all the same. It was a very samey kind of show. And to us, I think we all sort of agreed on that. It was great, but it was clearly of its time. I think each of these series, are somewhat of their time, but TNG and DS9, I think, will probably really hold up. Yeah, I love the original series soundtrack. The start. Ooh, do 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 do. It's so corny. It's like the Love Boat theme almost. It's so corny, going back. But I'm sure people loved it at the time. So the Twitter account around, you say James Lovegrove wrote the Cthulhu. I don't know how to pronounce this. Cthulhu case books, where Watson tells the true tales of Sherlock about how they encountered monsters and such. Ooh. But Holmes was very much a grounded person, so that would be an interesting take on that. He was very much in the you see it and you prove it, and Hound of the Baskervilles was that case where it was the townsfolk all thought it was this mystical creature, and he remained grounded. The thing with the original series is you don't need much time to rewatch it. Surely you've seen Wrath of Khan, though, right? You've seen the movies, or at least Wrath of Khan and maybe one or two of the other movies. Like the Wrath of Khan is still, I think the Wrath of Khan still holds up as a really great film. I've been meaning to rewatch the new edition of the original movie, just the Star Trek The Motion Picture. It's supposed... I'm hearing incredible things about it. Oh, you're a total Star Trek noob. Wow. Wow. You watched the original Doctor Who. So 1963. Okay. 63 to 89. Alright, so did this thing finish? Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, I was winning. I was winning. Oh no, I wasn't. I got fooled. I got fooled by the color. I made this joke on the Discord, or not joke, but sort of like pointing it out, because we were talking about that whole dark mode, light mode problem with the kanji, the filled in piece versus white piece. And I pointed out that these graphs in dark mode, the graphs don't align. So it's like, this is this Sente? I'm not even joking. This must be Sente because it's on top. But it's a white piece. It's a white filled in piece, so it's Sente. But the graph, so my mind, I saw this white. Okay, I'm oh hi there, white. And then I see the white graph. It's like, oh, okay, well, I was winning somehow. But no, I was not winning. So in the graph, the black is what the white side is. The white of the graph is what the black side is. It's a tough problem. As I said in our Discord discussion, I don't know if I have a preference. I think it's a very tough problem. I think it's a no-win. I think no matter what you pick, it's going to be bad. It's going to be wrong. And maybe that's why, like Shogi Club 24, I don't think so. I think I'm giving them too much credit because they don't even support dark mode. Shogi Club 24 and 81 Dojo don't even support dark mode. So thinking that dark mode has any bearing on their decision making seems probably unlikely. But they use red and white, or red and blue. Shogi Wars also uses red and blue on their graph. Shogi Wars has other problems, which have been pointed out. I don't know if we saw this. Let's go to that other game. Let's go to that other game, the last game, the previous game where I did some Kishin. Where is my Kishin? Oh, this is not it. That was the misclick game. Although I hesitate to call it a misclick. There we go. Okay, so here we are. Well, let's so here 4-2 white piece, unfilled piece is 8-1 rook. So they made 8-1 rook. Now they're saying white piece 4-7 silver is next. So you don't get the you don't get the matchup of these things. Let me switch my scene. This is you just anyway. So it's a tough problem. No matter what you do, it's going to be bad. Okay, so anyway, how did I lose this? How did I lose this? Okay, so I was still great here. This move was good, in fact. In fact, my move was good. My gold move here was good. The one that I was chastising myself over. Giving them a fork somehow was good. But I needed to come to the other side. I picked the wrong side. Oh, no. Oh. 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 And that ends it. Oh. Interesting that the engine wants to push here. I would think that this would be a big threat. They need to play silver 7-8. No promote. The only move for the opponent here is... It's not an only move. So they can do 5-8. 5-8. I just did the top move. So 5-8 is the number one move. 7-8 is +5. So 5-8... Either 5-8 is +3. 7-8 is +5. So they're close, close enough, but 7-8 no promote is +5. 7-8 promote is +8. So somehow that's even worse. I guess why is that worse? Why is that worse? Oh, because we just come out. Because there's no threat. Because there's no threat on this. Okay. Ah, wow. 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 Okay. I'm not sure I would have played that. Okay, so this was a blunder, but it's not a game-losing blunder. It's not a game-losing blunder by any means. Four nine. 4-9. Oh, wow. Okay, so we just give it. We just give it. I mean, not give it. We Does the rook doesn't just promote here? No. There's no fork. Fair enough. Wow. This is Urashino Ryu life right here. This is only moves. Only moves. These are only moves. Yeah, I mean that's an easy only move, but just only move one after another. Wow. That's going to be tough to stay alive. I think dropping bishop 5/5 there is psychotic. That's this is engine shogi right here. The engine's like, yeah, this is fine. This is totally fine. What's wrong? What's wrong here? This is totally fine. That's hilarious. All right, well, I'm glad I got the disconnect. My precious rating. My precious Shogi Wars rating. Let's see what all right, it's getting to be noon. Shoot. All right, I gained some rating today. I think that is going to be the last game that I play. Gained some rating. I had some good games. I'm going to guess that I got more points for the Kishidan. Okay, I did. I got more points. Not many more points, but one. So my high is 1.55 dan for the Kishidan. And I am still, unfortunately, my score is still counting. We need some Spinal Tap chess here. Yeah, okay, so it looks like I may have pushed it up a little bit here. But we're still in 145th place. Like, if I am the one who is scoring, if I'm in the top 5 scorers for our team, that's how we know we're not going to do as well that month. So, Spinal Tap chess, you got it. You got to get in there. Got to get in there. Yeah, everyone else is doing really well. Koshiro, Ornolf, NinWorld, A Dream of Shogi. And this is unfortunately, the 1.55 dan is unfortunately just about the best that I can do. All right. You broke 90% today. Ooh, a 90% to 2 dan? Oh, man. You're going to be using Koshiro's typo. You're going to be Tuadan soon. Tuadan. Oh, man. Well, I don't want to put the pressure on because if anyone remembers my trek to becoming 1Q, I had many journeys into the 90% zone. Or the danger zone, as Kenny Loggins would sing. I flew right into the danger zone and kept getting knocked out of the danger zone. I think I want to say in 10-second, where I am now in 70 or 80% towards Shodan. Where is it? What am I doing? Where's my percentage? Where's my... oh, it's at the top. Okay, I'm at 75%. I want to say at some point I was in the 90s, and then I dropped all the way down to the 40s. But I don't recall. I could be misremembering. I could absolutely be misremembering. But these have been good lately. I'm hoping that this will happen. This is my 2026 Shogi rating goal. My only New Year's resolution in terms of rating is 1 dan in 10-second Shogi Wars. You'll try not. Yeah. I was choking. I was choking hard on my paths. Yeah. All right. So what else is going on? Let me just check the season pass. Okay. So no point. I don't have enough yet to get the avatar. Not yet. Danny boy, good to see you. Shogi Wars does not, as far as I know, have any certificates you print out for rating goals. They, if you mean the Menjo certificates, like they will link you. They are a supported source of rating such that you can buy the Menjo certificates. So like if we go into my page, like you don't print them out yourself. You pay a ton of money and then you wait many months. And if you're lucky, all that amount that you paid for them ends up getting you a Menjo certificate. But anyway, so down at the bottom, there's grade certification. You can apply. So since I'm Shodan on my highest rating is that on Shogi Wars, I can get a Shodan certificate. And let me just switch this scene here. And this is, if you're curious, there is a podcast, not a podcast. There's a stream where I unboxed my Shodan certificate. This was months ago because I did it on 81 Dojo a year or two ago. I want to say I think it took 6 or 7 months for it to arrive in the mail. Well, this is 200. The exchange rate was worse for us in the US back then. So I paid more than 200 for the certificate, but the shipping is also extreme. The shipping, despite the fact being the slowest shipping known to man, and if I'm not mistaken, it was untrackable. So it was like slow and untrackable. But no, maybe it was I don't know. It was poorly trackable at best. It was like $70 some, if at least, I think. And that's not even getting the one of these. So which is really what's really weird is that getting these frames, I think, requires you to buy them on a separate site. So you can't even buy it framed, and you have to pay double shipping. So like here's one of these like clicking on the frame links. This is a different site. This is a completely different shopping cart, a completely different site, and it's bizarre. It's really bizarre. Those are also very expensive. So like 28,000, close to 29,000 yen for this certificate holder, and then shipping is again going to be extreme. So it's a very strange situation. It's just not very consumer friendly. And they don't answer emails. I think the only way they'll get you to that you can get them to answer an email or to at least address it is to bother Carolina on Shogi Harbor and maybe hope that she gets a response from them. It's very unfortunate. They're quick to take your $300, but like they won't even respond to email. I don't want to overblow things, but I find it very. It's the only time I've ever felt like working with a Japanese company that has felt extremely consumer hostile and with just poor sales etiquette. Like everything else I've ever done buying from Japanese companies online or through email to their physical stores has been sort of like, I was going to say a joy. The only thing that makes it not a joy is that it's not like an instantaneous click and then I get my stuff. But like it's all been just awe-inspiring of wow, they're so thoughtful in these emails, so much attention to detail. The packages come shipped immaculately. I have only been impressed. This is the only company that I've ever worked with that or bought something through that almost felt like a scam. Because they give you they take your money and then for over half a year it's dark. You just don't know. And for someone else recently, one of the local players here in Silicon Valley, I think his went well over 6 months. and no notice. And I think they just weren't going to do anything. They just weren't going to send it. They've got his money and they weren't going to send it. And they were blaming the post office or the postal service. So Koshiro, one of the things on here, I don't know the way to hack this page. I'm sure there's a way to hack it, but they will not show me anything that I don't qualify for. So if the most that I can see, I'm logging into 81 Dojo here, where I'm 2 Dan. So the most I can see, go to Menjo, apply for JSA for players residing overseas. So here's the 2 Dan. 2 Dan is 40,000. So this is the most I can see. I still have my little pocket. I love that they did give the little pocket Menjo. I've got my pocket Menjo certificate for Shodan. Laminated. It's a really nice laminated card. The thing is, the Menjo certificate is beautiful. It's fantastic. It's heirloom type stuff. Mine is signed by Habu and Fuji. The 2 greatest players to have ever lived. So, mine is, once it arrived, it's fantastic. But, not everyone was so fortunate, I think, to get theirs. Or it's real. It's just, I feel like it's a very disrespectful operation here, where they won't even respond to your emails. Foradun, the price increases significantly for higher Dans. Like serious money. 40,000 yen that's a lot of money for, a certificate. What was the okay, so Shodan was 30,000. 2 Dan is 40,000. And the others get extremely... Koshiro would probably be able to say, because Koshiro is the highest rated player that we know. I saw a 3 Dan certificate. I think one of the San Francisco Shogi Club members, the leader, who we were at his house for the pre-tournament party this year. He has a room that has Menjo certificates and photos and trophies and the big fat shogi board, floorboard that has Habu's signature, on the bottom of it. He's got some incredible stuff. But yeah, people get these Menjo certificates. I'm just making sure I'm reading the zeros here. 300,000 yen for 6 Dan. Yeah, Koshiro. I think that's the thing. That is the thing. That's what put it over the top for me. Is that what put it over the top is that it was expensive, but it wasn't 300,000 yen for Shodan. And it was Fuji, it was Habu. I feel like this could be, this is an heirloom almost. This could potentially be worth something someday. Obviously it'd be worth it to me and I'm not going to sell it, but it seems like it could be something. But I'm not paying that money for Shimizu or Shimizu. Is that her name? I am not paying that money for Shimizu. Especially knowing that the shipping is so the whole process is just so, I don't want to say nerve-wracking, and sound like a flake or something, but I've said before, I hate having paperwork on the back of my, like a monkey on my back, paperwork and stuff like that. When I order something, it lives a little bit in my, it's always in my attic, just oh, is this thing coming? Is this thing coming? Is this thing coming? And if I spent $300 or $400 on one of these diplomas, and the months are just going by. I don't like having that stuff hanging over my head. I just don't. And so anyway, if anyone sees that stream, you'll see I was very happy to receive that diploma. I was really impressed with the quality of it. But I would not do it again if I had to, especially if it's not Habu as the chairman. Like, that was a major selling point for me. VMD Ayaka, yeah, it is a little, that's for sure. And the thing is, for the next one, I was thinking that if I ever did get a next one, I really wanted this frame, because I have my diploma, but it's not framed, so I can't really put it up. I'd have to buy a frame, and these frames are already kind of perfect for it. So I thought, they're expensive, but I would get it. But like I said earlier, you can't even buy this at the same time that you buy the diploma. Like, you can't. It's from a separate company. It's a separate company. It's a separate website, a separate cart, a separate shipping charge. It's bizarre. It's just so strange. Yamato is a Japanese battleship name. Yeah, that's a World War II battleship, right? What made you say Yamato? Is it on here? Is the name here? Is that the name that they're giving? What is this? What does this translate into? 2 types of certificate frames are available for sale at the Japan Shogi Association online store. Yeah. Yeah, like they didn't even integrate these two. It's so weird. The first frame, this one. Yama. This is Yama, right? Oh, I'm surprised it doesn't. I thought that was mountain. I'm surprised it didn't translate that. Like Yamaguchi, Nishiyama. I think Nishiyama has that in her name. We were watching some Japanese show, and we were watching a Japanese show, and I showed off my like, oh, that must be saying Mount Fuji. Like, I was able to read the sign in the show and be impressive. I'm sure my wife was probably just rolling her eyes. Anyway, this is all good stuff. Yeah. All right. Well, it ended well. All's well that ends well. It started great. It got rough in the middle, and it ended pretty well. I'll throw this out there in case anyone is watching now or watching the VOD. If you want to be interviewed this week, for this coming week's podcast, I would love to talk to you. If not, I'm going to have to come up with a topic. I'm also open if people have ideas on topics. I have my list, but nothing is really jumping out at me right now that to talk about. So, the number one is interview. Number two, I think, is a co-hosted, like Rico and I have done now. Like, that one was really good. I really enjoyed that Proverbs one. And then, the third is the third preference is to to do a solo episode. You know, I really like getting people out there. Oh. Would he be interested? Like, you know, that's one of the things is that, like, does he even know that I exist? I would guess he doesn't even know I exist. I am just that guy that he crushed in the grouping stage of the 2024 tournament. All right. Sounds good. Yeah. So when are you going? When is the Chinese New Year? That is February. I saw you looking for Kuala Lumpur clubs. Yeah, that Malaysia scene has some real strong players. And boy, they really come out to support their people in videos. The by far the strongest podcast episode in terms of views and likes is the Benjamin podcast, the interview. The Shogi Malaysia really came out. It might even be double the number of likes over the next highest liked video. It's pretty great. The last I looked anyway. But yeah, it'd be cool to play him. I don't know if that's even going to be a possibility. But anyway, I'll close it up here. I'm going to go head out, have some second or third week in Feb. Okay. I'm gonna go do something. Try to get my son out there and do something. Maybe get some more boba and something. So it's just spend some time. February 17th is the new year. Sounds good. Thank you. All right. Yeah. So thank you, everybody. I'll see you soon. And take care. And thanks for chatting. Thanks for watching. Thank you again for the resub, Foradun. Really appreciate that, as always, of course. And take care, everyone. Bye.